Hello Libra. Welcome to your weekly forecast for April 27th through May 3rd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to pull a spirit message for you guys from this lovely deck here. So without further ado, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's see what's coming up in the week ahead. I do apologize for the late post, guys. If you've been keeping up with my saga, I burned through my recording equipment. Okay, both the devices I recorded on, they crapped out on me within hours of each other. So I'm recording and loading on a borrowed phone. It is super slow right now. I'm backed up, but I should have new equipment arriving today. So all goes well. I should be up and running and back up to speed soon. And your weekly videos will be posted much sooner. So let's see what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. One more shuffle here, one more shuffle, one more shuffle. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you're kicking off the week with Queen of Wands, which is interesting because Capricorn ended their week with Queen of Wands. So there could be a Capricorn at play because you guys are having similar energies. I did shuffle. You guys saw me shuffle. Now, if you're watching my channel, I'm chuckling, Libra, because you got this fire energy and it comes up every friggin' week. And for the past few weeks, there's been this weaving in and out every so often about an Aries. And a Queen of Wands could definitely be Aries. It could be Leo. It could be Sagittarius. There could be some fire sign action going on. If you have fire in your chart somewhere, it might be in your element. However, now that I think of it, this was the first card, the foundation, the very first card for Aquarius. And they're an air sign like you, Libra. Okay, air sign is going to be you guys, Aquarius and Gemini. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. And when this card came up for them, I felt like maybe there was going to be a bit of a showdown. So maybe, Libra, there's somebody you might be wanting to confront, because that's the feeling I got when it came up for them. So maybe some of you are getting ready to confront an Aquarius about a situation. But overall, this card, I generally see it as a positive card, because when I see Queen of Wands, it has to do with taking action. Like, you've made up your mind, you're tired of getting shortchanged, and you're just ready to go for what's yours, okay? That's typically the way I feel this card come in. I do feel, though, that for some of you Libras, you guys are feeling a little bit stir crazy. You're feeling a little bit bored. Some of you may have cabin fever, and you just have this feeling of, I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to have some action in my life. So I feel some of you are finding ways to bring in a little bit more exciting energy into your day-to-day in terms of projects or things like this. This is not a card I usually associate with music, but I am feeling a musical element here. So I don't know if some of you are getting together and working on a musical partner, or if you're doing like remote jam sessions with buddies or friends. But I am getting a sense of music here in some way, or creativity, the arts. A lot of passion. Some of you might be taking out stress through physical connection. I know sometimes some people will do this. Yeah, overall, this is action energy. This is fast moving energy. This is the kind of energy where somebody is tired of sitting around and waiting, and they're going out there to make stuff happen. Okay, your next card here is 3 of Coins. So 3 of Coins, 3 of Discs, 3 of Pentacles, whatever you want to call it. This is a card about laying down foundations. Okay, so you might have a lot of drive. You might feel ready to go. You're like, let's do this. Let's make this happen. But 3 of Coins is saying that this is something that you might need people to collaborate with you on it. So you might need some people to come into this project to help you complete it, to lay down a foundation. Some of you have been in a situation, and you guys who watch my videos, you know that I try to keep love and romance out of the weekly forecasts, and I try to keep the weekly forecasts more for other things and do the love reading separate. But I just feel this needs to be said real quick, and I won't spend too much time on it. I feel the Queen of Wands followed by the 3 of Coins is saying some of you may have gotten into something really hot and heavy with somebody, and you're being asked to slow down and to not think with your bits, to not think with what's below the belt, and give this some time. There might be a lot here that is good, right? Like it might seem really good on paper. It might seem like you guys really want a lot of the same things, but Three of Coins sometimes says we need to slow down and build a foundation. We need to get to know somebody outside of the bedroom, and we need to think about future plans and how we're going to be doing things together. Again, it'll be different for different ones of you. Let's put love and romance aside. This is going to be a card of collaboration. For those of you that you are working, this card could indicate that you've really kind of impressed your higher ups with the way that you've been working and what you've been bringing to the table in these challenging times. And so they may be looking at you to mentor you, to take you under their wing, to train you and prepare you to do more challenging work. Because sometimes when I see Three of Coins in a work situation, it's like they see your potential and they're wanting to work with you, to train you, to prepare you for bigger things. But they're also trying to get a better feel for you, who you are, like what you're going to be happiest doing, how they can really kind of make the best use of your natural talents, abilities, interests. So definitely this kind of energy coming in with the Three of Coins is laying down foundations, collaborations, things of this nature. Your next card here, my dears, is the Five of Cups. And this is why Spirit is saying slow down, slow down, slow down. You don't want to have a situation where you are building something up so high in your head. You know, I heard when I flipped this card over, I heard expectation versus reality. And so sometimes, and you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen the memes online. It's like really funny, like expectation versus reality. But, you know, this is something that's saying the reality is not bad. The reality is good, right? You still have these two good full cups here, and you've got 3 cups that you can fill up with anything you damn well please at this point. So it's not a bad situation. It's not a bad situation by any means. But if you're building something up so high in your head, then the reality, when it's not as magical as what you had anticipated, it can feel disappointing. And Spirit is saying, look, if you can stay grounded from the beginning, you're not going to have disappointment. You know, I feel with that Queen of Wands in the beginning, some of you are getting very hyped up, very excited, very filled with fire to go in this new direction. And you may be feeling, like I said, some of you cabin fever, that your expectations are just really, really high. And Spirit is saying, you know, take your time with it. You know, get grounded, one foot in front of the other, and avoid that sudden, you know, really, really high and that low. Avoid that. 5 of Cups sometimes also comes up when we're trying to numb our feelings or numb our emotions. So this might be another thing that Spirit is saying, that when you find yourself feeling very passionate about a project or situation, or in some cases for some of you, a new relationship or person, you know, be in that 3 of Coins energy. Take it slow. You don't have to completely and totally shut down. You don't have to completely and totally close yourself off. It's okay to just start taking baby steps and to take things slow to allow yourself to process them. Okay, because sometimes for me, 5 of Cups is a card that comes up when somebody's making a lot of progress in their life and things are beginning to come in and they begin to feel a little bit overwhelmed by the emotions and the feelings that come with that. And they're really tempted to just say, you know what, never mind. You know, who am I fooling? And they're just tempted to just give up on something at the first sight of, you know, change or surprise. So try, if you can, Libra, to find ways that you can vent these feelings, these emotions, these frustrations, these concerns by taking it slow, right? By going easy on yourself, taking it slow, as opposed to completely and totally just saying, nope, never mind, and closing up. because you don't want to do that. You don't want to block yourself. Your next card here, my dears, is the High Priestess. So High Priestess could be Pisces energy. It could also be Taurus. And I know that that's kind of controversial because I've seen in the comments, some of you back me up. You've read what I've read about the card and you see how there's a Taurus connection. And there's other people, they just really hate to hear that. But it is what it is, my dears. So zodiac-wise, astrology-wise, you might be dealing with a Pisces or a Taurus, or you may have those elements somewhere in your houses or in your chart that might be coming to the forefront. Overall, this is a card about an inner knowing. When I see the High Priestess card come up, Libra, it's telling me that you're really connecting to your higher self. The chakras are opening up and clearing and aligning. Hence, that might be why you had the Five of Cups. You may be feeling the intensity of the emotions and the energies that happen, and you might be tempted to close yourself off. But if you don't, and you allow yourself to step into the High Priestess energy, you're going to find that you are attracting many opportunities. People reaching out wanting to work with you, people reaching out wanting to have conversations with you or pick your brain about things or be near you. You are also going to have many people who are just really trying to get into your pants. It happens. There's no way avoiding it, okay? I mean, that doesn't mean you've got to jump into bed with everybody, but when I say there's no way of avoiding it, there's no way of avoiding the fact that there's just going to be people who really, really want to be near you to the point where they're even maybe a little bit obsessing about it, okay? And so the reason why this is happening is when your chakras are opened up and aligned, you have a lot of beautiful, irresistible, delicious, healing energy flowing through your body. And so people just want to be near that. They just want to be near that, right? And so you might have a lot of people even like trying to be very close to you physically, right? I always give the example, you're at the grocery store and people are standing super close to you, or they're starting up a conversation with you, but they're like right up in your face, you know? And depending on where you are, you might be like, hey, 6 feet, keep your 6 feet, depending on where you are, where you're living, what the rules are where you are right now. You know, but just people might even just physically want to be near you. There's just something very comforting and soothing about your energy. And the one thing you're going to have to figure out, Libra, is that not everyone who is like super duper chasing after you, really into you, doesn't mean they're ready for you, right? It's just the moth rushing towards a flame. The moth doesn't understand what the flame is. It's just like, ooh, I want to be there. And it's going to get burned, right? So not all who are stepping to you this week, Libra, and for the coming few weeks, because this is major arcana. This is energy that lasts a while. Not all who are stepping to you are ready for you. And you got to know that. So before you get off your throne and come marching down those steps to, you know, greet this person or these opportunities, let them prove themselves to you. Let them do the work. Let them come up the steps, okay? Before you make any kind of big decisions here. With the High Priestess energy as well, Libra, I feel a lot of you are really connecting with your intuition. Some of you, I just heard apparitions. Some of you might begin seeing apparitions if that's something that you've been wanting or trying to manifest. I know me personally, I love communicating with spirit, but I prefer not to go the apparition route. But, you know, some of you might be really longing for that, or you might be like, I want that. Like, I want to connect with spirit in that way, or like you're wanting to see spirit. And this is not typically a card that I associate with mediumship, but I do feel maybe some of you, as a part of your spirituality, that might be something you've been trying to manifest, or that's like maybe an area you've been trying to increase or get better with, is to maybe have an open dialogue with those who have passed on, and to maybe even see them, right? So some of you might be trying to strengthen this ability or find this ability waking up inside of yourselves. Now, I just feel, this is a general reading, but I feel the energy kind of turned when I said that, and some of you are freaking out like, heck no, Amethyst, this better not happen. I don't want this to happen. Please know and understand that you can always tell spirit what kind of communication you want or how you want to receive information. You can set rules, okay, because you have free will. You can say, you know what, I just, you know, you can deliver a message to me, but do it in my dreams, or do it through my automatic writing or my meditations. You know, don't let me see you, or I don't want to hear you. You can give I don't want to say instructions, but you can let spirit know what you're comfortable with, and spirit will honor that. Okay, spirit will honor that. So if what I just said scare the crap out of you because you don't want that to happen, and you are working on your spiritual gifts and abilities, have no fear. You can make those requests, those orders. I know in the beginning for me, when I began to connect with spirit, spirit would give me signs of things moving or knocks on the walls or doors opening, like the doorknob turning and the door open. I was like, oh, heck no. Oh, like I wasn't ready for that at that time. So I was like, no. And I asked that, you know, spirit not do that, and spirit didn't do that anymore. So you can put requests, or you can let them know what you're comfortable with, because spirit's not trying to scare you, right? If you have something that's trying to scare you, that's completely different. That might be something that you just need to sage or clear, or, you know, pray and have it, you know, removed, or have Archangel Michael come in and remove something like that. But if you're trying to connect with spirit, you know, spirit's goal is not to freak you out, so don't get scared about that. We're gonna pull a creativity card for you guys and see what is coming up for you guys here. Now, this particular deck, it was created by an artist, and so the theme here with this deck is boosting your creativity. So for those of you who don't know, intuition and creativity go hand in hand. So if you are trying to boost your intuition, might not be a bad idea to let yourself get a little bit creative. But if you don't care about creativity, if you don't care about intuition, you can just take this week's card about something that you can do to create more flow in your life, more energy movement in your life, okay? So, Libra, your message is this card here. I invite you guys to look at the card and see what's jumping out at you, how it's speaking to you, what it's saying to you, and the vibe you're getting from it, and take this moment to take this card and make it a little bit more of a personal meaning for you. That light blue is really jumping out at me. This light blue is really jumping out at me. And this color is the color I associate with Archangel Haniel, which is the patron archangel of intuition and spiritual teaching. So some of you are beginning to step into the role of teaching others spiritually, or your intuition is really, really awakening. There's also something about this card that, as it jumps out at me, like this color here makes me think of Archangel Uriel, who's associated with fire. And you guys had the Queen of Wands come up for you in the beginning. And something about this picture altogether makes me think about the Queen of Wands. And I feel like some of you saw that too when you saw this card. You may have already commented it in the comments before I even said it, and you're freaking out right now. But there's definitely a Queen of Wands vibe to this. And that's the action, the passion, the, you know, going for it. So let's take a look at the message. Beliefs. We all have certain beliefs that help us or can trap us and keep us from moving toward creative solutions. So this is a good time for you guys to just kind of see what you believe and stop editing yourself. Step into your power, right? Go the route you're feeling guided to go. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Some of you are moving away from the spiritual or religious teachings that were instilled in you in childhood, and you're making your own connection, and you're hearing your messages, and you're hearing what spirit and the angels have to say to you, okay? So my dears, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. They may resonate with you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a card reading with me there. It will be a card reading where I use cards and use my intuition. Those of you that want more astrology-based guidance, I strongly suggest that you check an astrology site or an astrologer online that you like. I do have an astrologer that gave me a reading that really impressed me, and they offered to sponsor my channel. And you guys know I've been doing this almost 2 years. I've never ever agreed to accept a sponsorship, but I was very pleased with their service. I really like their website. So they're offering to give you guys unlimited 30% off as many astrology reports as you want. If you click on the Calendly link, Calendly is my link. But if you go to the Truly Divine link and if you enter the Angel 30 code, you can get 30% off as many of the astrology reports as you want. But card readings is what I do. Astrology, I would recommend if you want astrology education, you contact an astrologer directly. I don't want to give you guys misinformation. I'm not an astrologer. I don't want to pretend to be an expert on a subject and then give you incorrect information. I don't want to do that. Don't forget the love readings. Channeled angel messages are linked in the description. Hopefully I will get this camera figured out, and hopefully in the next couple of days you'll see the May love readings and the May channeled messages coming up one after another. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll see the notices when the videos get posted. And don't forget, guys, the Amethyst Angellight Facebook and Instagram. Every single day I post a card of the day. I pick a card message. That's been really fun. I've been behind because of the technical issues, but hopefully in the next day or two, you'll see everything more smooth, more regular on online posts and everything. So make sure you're keeping up with the daily messages as well. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Libra.